Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is OJ here. In today's video I'm going to explain about support and resistance levels when you're trading. It's very important to be able to identify these correctly because this would be your entry and your target points when you're trading, so make sure that you watch this video. It's going to be a short one. So the main thing when you need to identify support and resistance is that you need to look at the chart and you need to basically see what is the price reaction to, the market reaction to price. And usually we have points at which we cannot really go any higher, so that would be a resistance point, and we have points from which the market doesn't really want to go any lower, and these are support points. So it's usually very simple. Let's see how can we identify. This is the chart of Ethereum Classic, and it's just the one that I have open here purely by random. So for instance, here we have a good support level. This point here, this is a support level. We see that the price is trying to go lower. A couple of times it came and it tested this level, but it didn't go any lower. The market rejected the price lower than that, so we see that, or you can say there were a lot of buyers who came at that point. They're happy to buy at this price, so the price doesn't really go any lower. This is a support level. This whole area here, I would say from here to here, can be considered a support level. Of course, the lowest point is somewhere here at 0.057, but this whole area is a support area. Now within this area, if we go and we zoom in, we can see that within this channel we actually have a bottom and top prices. So this in itself is a support and resistance channel, but this is only in the short term. In the longer term, when we compare prices from these highs and these lows, we can see that this whole area is a support area. And especially if we're talking about longer term trading, then clearly you're looking at an area that will have some variation. It will not be just one fixed price, one point. Also, we can see that the price went down to here to test this level, so that can tell us that this could be another support level. Maybe further down the line, you never know what's going to happen, this could actually become a support level. So if we go, and this is exactly what's happening, if we extend it further, we can see that right now this is in fact our current support level, and it's a support level that was already tested once. So this is how you can identify support level. Resistance is the same thing. If you go up and you see how far the price reached before it was rejected, that will give you an indication of where is your current resistance, and it's in this area here, in around 0.0088 is the current resistance. But once this resistance is broken and the prices start going up, then it can go up to the next resistance level. This is why it's important to be able to identify these, so that when you're placing trades, let's say you're looking at buying at support, which would be down here, and once you buy it at this level, you're looking for what would be a good price to sell, and that would be your resistance price. If you're looking for short trades, you will look at the closest resistance. Day traders might be looking at just this channel here and try to buy down here, sell at around this price, because that is the current first resistance. Some people might decide to look for the higher resistance, which is this one here, and wait and sell at that point. And other people might be looking for even a higher resistance point, which means we need to go probably further back and find out. No, we are in uncharted territory, so the next resistance could be much higher. So currently we have the highest resistance point is that. So this is our current highest resistance level, which is at 0.094. So this is how we identify resistance and support. And sometimes, of course, we are being surprised and there is a much bigger growth and prices go, really high. They're testing completely new all-time highs. So that is also possible. But for shorter trades, you're guaranteed, in order to be safer, you might want to just trade within support and resistance levels. I know many people who actually just trade support and resistance. And it's kind of safer because you're not really taking too much risk with waiting for the price to go much higher or much lower and missing the right time, right? But it's very important also to be looking for the price and how it reacts to these levels, because every time the price breaks one of these levels, we need to already know what to anticipate next. And generally, the rule is that once a support is broken, the price will be going down to the lower support. And this is why here we had, for a while, we had quite good support at this level. Right? The price was testing it and it didn't break it, and then it continued to rally. It tested it again and again, and then it got closer and closer, and at some point here it actually broke that support. Once it broke this support, it was going to test the next support, which is here, and that's exactly what it did. So we saw that the price, let's just extend this a bit further, the price came down, and now this level, which was the previous support, became the new resistance because we have a lower support. So now if it breaks this resistance, the price will go up, and that's what it did. It broke this resistance, it went up, which means that currently the new support is that previous resistance again. So if the price is rallying, it will be coming to test this support level, and it will be testing this resistance level. If it breaks this resistance level, it will definitely go to the next one, and then we will probably be seeing it shooting up and doing some new all-time highs. Also, another thing that you can do with support levels and resistance, you can look at trending levels. The trending support level would be just connecting the lowest points over the last, the period of the last few weeks or months or whatever you're looking at. So let's just see from here. Okay, the price has been going in this direction. Okay, so this is where it touched the lowest. Here, well, it's actually supposed to be like that. Okay, so this line which I drew here is basically showing me the current trending support level, and then I can draw a line to show me the current resistance level. I will take it from the top, the highest point that it's reached, and I will connect at least 3 other points. It needs to touch at least 3 points, otherwise it's not really a trending line. So we can see that here we have 1 point, second and third. So 3 times it is touching this line. This is how I'm able to identify that this is the direction of this line. This is my resistance trending line, and this is my support trending line. What that means is that in the longer term, it will be going between these lines until it breaks one of these again, and this is when the direction of the market will change. So if it's currently in between these and it's just consolidating, at some point we are looking at possibly something like that. Possibly, it could go even down, and if at some point it breaks this line, we are guaranteed to see further increase in the price and, you know, a bullish market. If the price, however, doesn't break the resistance lines, but it breaks the bottom, which is the support line, this is not going to be good news, because then that's an indication of a very bearish market, and we will be seeing the, you know, these and these support levels being tested. So it's very important, again, these lines, they are reflection of the market, they are reflection of, you know, what we are seeing on the market. You don't have to imagine them, they are literally just reading what the market activity was, you know, what was the reaction of the people to the prices of the market, you know, how many buyers, how many sellers, and this is what you're analyzing. This is how you're able to predict, more or less. Of course, there are many other things that come into play, sometimes things that we don't expect. So it's important to have these, at least these trending lines, to be able to identify where the market is going. We can see that the general direction of the market is bullish. It is still an uptrend, but that could easily be turned around. You know, there are many indicators that will come into play to be able to identify that, and so far I'm not really seeing it happening, but it's possible that after a bit of consolidation, the market might decide that it's, you know, I can see that it's a little bit overbought, which, you know, this is why here it was overbought. This is why we are seeing a little bit of decline right now. And if the market is overbought indeed, then you will definitely see a lot of selling going on, so a lot of prices going down, a lot of dips. But ETC has been behaving quite well recently, you know, performing very well. There's been a lot of fundamentals that are coming into play, which is why we're seeing these prices going up right now. So this is another thing that you need to keep watching, and always make sure that you stay on top of the news. Always make sure that when news are coming, you're ready to sell. This is why I was selling here, because of the news of you know, exchanges adding Ethereum Classic, because I know that when there is news, this is a very good time to sell. This is not a time to buy. A lot of people, however, hear about these things when there is news, and they you know, rush into buying, and this is definitely the wrong time to be buying. You don't want to be buying Ethereum up here, Ethereum Classic. You want to be buying it down at the support level. And ideally, you want to be buying it even cheaper than that. At some point, if you have patience, it will come down and it will reach, you know, it will come to test lower support levels, and you will be able to buy it cheaper as well, because right now, as we can see, we have all-time highs, and it's a little bit overbought. So this is what I'm expecting with Ethereum Classic, but this is not a video about Ethereum Classic. This is just a video about how to identify support and resistance. So once again, if you want to find the current support level, you will have to just see what was the recent lowest entries, and they were around this price here, and you know your resistance level, so you can expect that the prices will be varying in this range here, and you should try and purchase it as low, as close to that bottom line as possible. And if you're doing day trades, if you're doing short-term trades, you want to be selling somewhere in that range, you know, around this price. So I hope this is helping, guys. This is how you identify support and resistance levels. There's also Fibonacci levels that Fibonacci retracement that you can use. This is getting a little bit more complicated, so that will be the topic of a separate video. But generally, support and resistance are one of the first things that you should learn if you're starting to trade. So make sure that you watch some other videos. There are many people who explain these things. It's not just me. So make sure that you watch a few other videos, see how people explain it, and make sure that you understand it, so that you can get the best prices that you can find. Thanks, guys, for watching, and if you like the video, leave me a comment below and feel free to share with your friends. I'll see you in the next one.